Level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Mitchell able to power through and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And some room to roam now. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run with Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. With Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Marquez Stevenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got room. And out across midfield down to the 45. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. Check. Watch out. Hurry. Get him. You got it. Mike 55. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Hurry.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slip. Quick. Check left. 55, come on, 55. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell, he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Coop up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They'll give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fielded just inside the 20. he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
First down, Harris, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Into the secondary, past the 40. The 30. 10. 5. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 133 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Quick throw complete. Touchdown. Mark Stevenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
pressure. He don't want it. Play. Check. Alert flare.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Switch. Show it. Right. Safety's creeping. Tight dog.
Now Tannehill steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 144 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Anytime that ball comes to me, take it to that.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here down to the 22. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They run for it with Harris, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know, on him. Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him, and if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Seibert's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Watch 18's the mark.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
On third down, here's Harris. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Seibert on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Tannehill.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One last throw here for Tannehill.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, in less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.